and welcome to Silent Hill 3. So, Silent Hill 3, clearly the third game in this. I mean, you can't always say for sure that it would be the third game, because sometimes you have games that don't have numbers on them. But yes, this is the third game in the series. I'm just going to go to options so it doesn't go back to the intro video. So, Silent Hill 3, originally released on the PS2. We're playing the PC version, though. Last year we played the Silent Hill 2 Enhanced Edition, which was an extensively modded PC version. Silent Hill 3 doesn't have the extensive mods that 2 has, because Silent Hill 3 had a better PC port to begin with, so it really doesn't need so many mods. This does have a mod to give it widescreen support, but aside from that, there's not too much that has been changed from the vanilla PC port. So, this game came out originally 2 years after Silent Hill 2. In Silent Hill 2, there was obviously a big difference from Part 1 because it was a PS2 game. The imagery, the graphics were obviously greatly improved. In Silent Hill 3, while it's still a PS2 game, this game I think stands out as possibly has the best graphics on the PS2 just in general. I mean, there can be games that are on that level, but I think that usually when people talk about a PS2 graphics showcase, Silent Hill 3 is usually the game that comes up, as they did an amazing job with the imagery. That's primarily what this game is known for. I think that the character modeling is excellent, and there's something they have an addition to this game that wasn't in Silent Hill 2. Facial expressions. In Silent Hill 2, during the real-time cutscenes, like when you would see like James and Eddie talk, and Angela and Mary, their real-time cutscenes only had one single expression. In this game, they can actually change their expressions. So watch out for that when you get like a close-up of Heather's face, and her facial expression changes as she's talking. They like to show that off on her specifically. And because of that, this game does not have pre-rendered cutscenes like the first game and the second game did. This is all real time because they were very confident in their graphics this time around. I think, for me, there's a couple of reasons that this game stands out. One is I think this game probably has the best environments of any of the Silent Hill games. And this is really especially the case once you get further into it and you get to like Otherworld segments and such. I think that they do a fantastic job with the Otherworld environments. It's like a step above every other game in this series, I think. The other is the main character herself, Heather. I think that if you ask people who their favorite Silent Hill protagonist is, a lot of people will say Heather as being their favorite. I think that she does stand out in terms of she's a bit different than most of the Silent Hill protagonists. Harry in the first game was, determined, looking for his daughter. A bit vanilla. James, of course, was tortured and trying to battle his demons, very depressed. Heather is very different. We'll see as we begin the game. She's not looking for a family member. First protagonist in the series who isn't looking for a family member. That's a frequent thing in a Silent Hill game. Anyway, we're going to get started. Like I said, this is the PC version. And just one thing to mention in terms of graphic options, we do have the noise effect off. Normally, I would want to play with it on, but like I do with other Silent Hill games, like 2 last year, when streaming it, I'm going to turn the noise effect off because video technology really does not like the noise effect. So we're going to have that turned off. Of course, we need lens flares. Very important. And the real-time shadows. All right, so I think that we're just going to begin this. And let's get started with Heather's Big Adventure. We are going to start a new game. So action level, we're just going to go with normal. And riddle. Okay, so another thing this game is known for, ridiculously hard puzzles when you turn it up to hard. We will just go with normal, I think. We'll just stick with that for right now. So we're just getting right into it right away. Well, first of all, it says Lakeside Amusement Park. So this was the amusement park that Harry went to in the first game. So this automatically means that we're in Silent Hill if the rusted metal everywhere didn't give you any indication. We're also holding a knife. We can use this knife. Heather seems to be quite good at swinging it around. She's going to cut up some people. Maybe. A rabbit doll. No, it's a costume. Is there someone in there? Looks like there is, but I don't feel like making sure. It's a giant rabbit costume. Why would this be here? So there's plenty of times where you can look at something and then look at it again and you'll get different text. Make sure you read the text the first time because you won't get it again. Waste, please! I mean, I don't think I'm a wasteful person, but this is encouraging me to waste. And what's this? Something strange in a cagey box thing. Person? Not quite. I don't want to stare at it for very long, whatever it is. What the? Another neat thing about this game. Kind of like, things that you're looking at and you can't quite tell what that is. I mean, we're looking at it. And I agree, I can't really tell what that is in there. Giant rabbit's costume. Why would this be here? We cannot pass by the rabbit to go to the bathroom. Popcorn wagon, but no one's here to sell it. Where did they go? Something we want to be careful of. Don't fall into the bottomless pits, because we can. In the first game, you could not. I don't think the second game had bottomless pits. Well, maybe it did. Don't remember now. The first game definitely did. This game, we can fall into the pits if we are not careful. So let's not do that. A huge map signboard. To the north, that is if I keep going the way I'm facing, I'll find the roller coaster. Is this an amusement park? I wonder if this is an amusement park. Difficult to say. We could just try to turn around and leave. These doors are not really doors. Door shut tight, won't open at all. We could take a look at a map, but we don't have a map. We could take a look at our inventory. Items, we have flashlight, we have radio, which is common for Silent Hill. Weapons, knife, steel pipe, handgun, submachine gun. We're packing. Health drink, first aid kit, handgun bullets. I mean, she's looking at the knife in her hand and is surprised about it, and she's got guns. Alright, let's head on out. I missed all of that. This dog knew my weakness, that it was too low. I was not able to shoot it. I'm being bitten. I should also use the supply. That one. Let's use this. Use my health drink. There we go. And they're being attacked for no reason in this strange amusement park. Can't read that sign. This is the Bar and Grill, Lakeside. Maybe Heather might like something to eat. Stop off for a bite. Lock is broken. Cannot open the door. Alright, our first official... Oh, hello. About to say our first official broken lock, which means you know it's a Silent Hill game. And just like in the previous Silent Hill games, the most devastating attack is the stomp or the kick. You want to make sure you do that to finish off an enemy. We cannot go into the candy pot, unfortunately. There's a rabbit stuffed animal here. There's some normal souvenir-type toys here. I never thought I'd ever say normal in a place like this. A lot of different styles, but I don't want to try any of them. Getting out of this nasty place. If they had tools, that would be a different story. Well, Heather's taking this in stride. She doesn't seem that baffled by this, by what's going on. Rabbit stuffed animal here. The mouth part is stained red. So... Almost like bloodstains. Disgusting. So this rabbit is Robbie the Rabbit, who becomes kind of like a mascot for Silent Hill. There are boxes of cookies and chocolates on display. I love this kind of stuff, but I don't feel like eating it here and now. So this is Robbie's first appearance, though I don't remember if he actually gets named in this. Actually, no reason to come in here. Maybe there might be a reason at some other time, but I don't... I mean, these are on sale. I don't know if Heather wants anything, though. We'll just step out. Mountain coaster. Well, Heather did look at that sign, and for some reason she wanted to go to the roller coaster. There are guests, visitors here before us, but Heather is going to cut in the line to get to that roller coaster before they do. Like mountain coaster up ahead. Never mind the dogs and flying buzzsaws. Kinda. Take a look at how we're doing on the health. I got poked a couple times. Might as well use this. We're on the coaster. We cannot get into the control room, though, because it is locked. But this is not locked. Just, you know, take a walk out on the tracks. Why not do that? These don't seem like stable tracks. No one's been maintaining this.
nightmare.
Dad, it's me. Yeah. Sorry I didn't call sooner. Yeah, I guess I was. Anyway, I'm coming home now. Oh, I didn't get that thing you asked me to. Okay. Okay, I will. I love you too, Dad.
Heather, I need to speak with you. My name is Douglas Cartland. I'm a detective.
A detective? Really? Well, nice talking to you.
Hold on. There's someone that wants to meet you. Just let me have an hour. No, half an hour of your time.
My daddy always told me not to talk to strangers.
This is very important. It's about your birth.
I'm not interested. Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
Sorry. I'll wait here.
Well, turned out that all that we were doing was just a strange dream, but now things are getting stranger as Heather is being followed by a man who says he's a detective, and, you know, if someone was going as a detective for Halloween, they probably would dress like that. I don't know if a real detective would, but if you were thinking, what would a Halloween costume for detective look like? It'd be kind of like that. Anyway, there's like a bloody symbol on this mirror. The mark on this mirror, it looks so familiar somehow. Where do I know it from? Where did I once see it? And why does it make my head hurt so much when I try to remember it? It's a save point. Mall toilet. So look out for that symbol. We can save our game with it. Well, we have a problem, though. That weird old detective is out there, so I'm not leaving. What are we gonna do? Well, we could try going to the bathroom, I guess. Guess someone's in there. It's occupied. Rude of me to keep on knocking, huh? Yeah, it's awkward when you're in a stall and someone knocks on the door. You can just tell someone's in there. Look, the other doors are open. Like, there's one door that's closed. You don't have to go in the one that's closed, but something that's not closed is this window. We can head on out. There we go. We're giving that detective the slip. Except the road is blocked with empty boxes and stuff. I can't get through. I know. It would be impossible for Heather to climb past these boxes. There's no way she can do it. It looks like that the sun is going down. We're getting like an orangey sunset. She has a very awkward run. Well, there's this door. We could try to keep going down, though. Well, that's helpful. Maybe I should walk around it? Never mind. How did this car park here? That's a good question. It takes up the entire width of the alley. Why would someone do this? Looks like there's only one way for us to go. We can try going indoors, but uh-oh, broken locks. You know it's no good when the locks are broken. A lot of stuff posted up here. Nothing useful, though. Door shut tight. Lock is broken. Even here in this active mall, so many locks are broken. Of course, in Silent Hill language, broken locks meaning it is not really a door. Do not think you'll be able to open that at any point. It's funny because it just means that most of the locks in any building are broken. Watch Christopher. Hold on. What? Yeah, I can't get it. Oh, there. That's not really on the door. So Christopher is pretty suspicious. If we run into Chris, we should watch him. Here it... what does that say? What? Hold on. This one over here. Well, this leads back to the central square of the shopping center, but it's closed. That says... Let's say fancy... It says fancy goods. This is the fancy... This is the high-end store, if you want some goods. Some of these textures are too low-res to see. What does that say? I can't really control the camera or anything. Does it say... It says Burf's hat. I think it says Burf's hat. Is that could be what it says? Like, this is important. This is very important to me. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. I can get a better view of it here. Bert's hat. Bert. It's a T. Bert's hat. Okay. I needed to know this. I thought it said Burf. It's very similar to Burf. Purple... Little dark here. Purple side? I think it's purple side. Some good names here. But there's only one door that's open. Let's head in here.
Thing.
Well, this is the monster from Heather's dream. But how could such a thing be? It's not human. I've never heard of such an animal. No, it said, no way is it a costume. Can I? It's a monster. I killed it. Now, a free gun. There's just a gun on the ground. That happens a lot in survival horror games. Here is a body on here. I can tell from here that it's dead. I mean, that's a person, Heather. Should I call the police? Not like they believe me if I said someone's been killed by a monster. I can tell from here. I mean, like if they came here and like this was still here, you know, you could just say it was killed by an animal. Here's the animal. What is it? I don't know. Also, this body, I believe it's Angela's character model from Silent Hill 2. Kind of hard to tell, but I believe it is. It's not that I hate clothes, but this isn't the time or place. Also, this store does not have that much of a selection. But they do have bullets. Got handgun bullets. We should probably take a look at what we have in our inventory. Because unlike our dream... I mean, okay, we had I guess Heather just carries a knife with her. She was surprised to see it in her dream, but I guess she had it. It's a switchblade for self-defense. Better with than without it against these monsters. We can examine. Hold on. I know it's terrible, but I just love walking around with this. Of course, this is the first time I've used it against anything living. Yeah, I know, Heather. When I was a teen, I liked carrying around a knife, too. Because it makes you feel bad. I cannot examine the gun. I can reload the gun. What are we carrying here? We got a house key. It's my front door key. Let's look at it. Daisy Villa, apartment number 102, is carved into the key. And we have the pendant. We saw her wearing this in the intro cutscene. Dad gave me this pendant on my birthday. It's one of my treasured belongings. We can look at it. There's a jewel inside, like a little red tablet. When I asked Dad what it was, he said, just a lucky charm. But then he told me to take good care of it and never take it off. All right, so Heather's got a pendant around her neck that has like some red jewel thing inside. She doesn't know what it is, really. And we have handgun bullets. Heather did say on the phone she was talking to Dad. She said she was going to be on her way home. What a story she'll have for Dad. Okay, so that goes back to where we came from, because that's unlocked now. The camera pointing out where we need to go. Pick up this map. Here we go. All right, now it's a Silent Hill game. We got the map of the first dungeon. Also, first dungeon happening real fast in this game. Like, we start out in it. Silent Hill 1, you had to run around a while before you got to the school. And 2, you were running around for a little bit before you got to the apartments. But here, no. Starting right away. This is your first level, the mall. It's also pretty big. Strange sound. I mean, it's kind of cute, actually. But it will attack. It's not that fast, either, so we can probably just leave it alone. Alright, we're back out here in the mall proper, but uh-oh, there are no people. Sunshine Princess? What are they selling here? I don't know. It's broken, and there's nothing in the display windows. But more importantly, there are no people around. There are just monsters. There's also, oh yes, Bluebell. And Natalie's shoes. Shoes handpicked by Natalie. There's also My Bestsellers, which is locked, not broken, which means we can go in there if we find a key. Fortunately, the monsters are kind of slow. Cafe Paradise Noon. I mean, Heather probably already ate, so... Boutique Marguerite. Key of Beauty. And Helen's Bakery. We'll just step inside for a little bit. It's bread. It's not like moldy bread or like stale bread that's been here for a couple of weeks like most horror games. This is fresh bread. I got a pair of tongs. Just gonna take these tongs. It's bread. It's bread. I mean, not... These are donuts, Heather. It's important distinction. Helen's Bakery. Crispy toasted bread right to your very door. Everything on sale. The implication here is that this place in the mall will deliver bread to your home? Sounds all right. No employees around. Where did they go? Let's have a look at this. It's a big pair of tweezer-like tongs for grabbing bread. Maybe they could grab something else as well. Well, none of these doors are open, so we're just going to have to go back the way we came. Pardon, sir. I have to make sure that this door is broken. A dog. Dogs are more aggressive. Just gotta make sure. We got beef jerky! Great. What does that do? There it is. Processed dried meat. Sometimes it's just enough to distract monsters. I never really use this. It's meant for dogs, so I think I'll pass. We can use it to make monsters head towards it instead of towards us. Yeah, we got a supplies room. Health drink, handgun bullets. Health drinks and handgun bullets, they go together like chocolate and peanut butter. Something's fallen between the table and the floor. I think it might be a key. If my arms were a little longer, I might be able to reach it. There's a huge pile of cardboard boxes on the table full of books. It's way too much of a pain to move something that heavy. I just don't feel like it is the thing. It's too much of a hassle. Fortunately, we have some tongs. They can grab bread and maybe some other things. I got the key taken with tongs. That's what it's known as. But unfortunately, we lose our tongs. We do not have. We could probably do something else with those tongs, but we don't have them anymore. This key was dropped in the storeroom. I used the tongs to get it. Let's examine. There's a tag on the key that says "My Bestsellers." Okay, we passed by My Bestsellers. Oh, let's might as well save the game. It's like a magic circle I remember reading about in a book on black magic. Does it seem so familiar because I read about it in that book? No, that's not it. It's not the book. It's from the altar. Altar? What am I thinking? Yeah, Heather will have some commentary on save points for a while. Eventually she'll stop, but for the first number of save points, she'll look at these things and say, why do I remember this? Lock is broken. Lock is broke. They're multiplying. What have they been up to while I was in that room? Yeah, here's My Bestsellers. I use the key taken with tongs. Alright, we're in a bookstore. The monsters don't come in here because they're not really readers. There are magazines on the shelf. Some of them look interesting, but it's really not the time for that. Which, yeah, I can't disagree with. Like, this is an emergency. We don't have time to read things like Abroad, or Top, or Fashioned Idea, let alone National, Industry, or Vacation. Don't have time for any of these. Our top sellers. None of the books are very interesting. Just the kind that I can buy anywhere. What kind of books is Heather interested in? What's Heather interested in? Not watercolor, clearly. Magazines on the shelf. Some of them look interesting. It's not really the time, though. Bullets, of course. Employees only. What does it say here? It's locked. It's a keypad. But we don't know what that is. But let's read this. We got a clue. Fair is foul and foul is fair. Put these books out of order. I guess that's just a hint, just a reminder to the employees about how they need to solve the puzzle to go into the back room. There's some books here. They say Shakespeare Anthology. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. Let's take a look at what we picked up. It was on the floor at the bookstore. A Shakespeare book, just like it says. So it has something written on it. You can tell that they're numbers. There's also an empty space right here. This is the only place where there's any room left. Should I just line up the books I picked off the floor? Well, why not? No one likes a mess. Also, what do they have on there? There's Conan Doyle. There's the complete works of Oscar Wilde. Charles Dickens on the left. On the right, it says the 57th Street Bridge Song, I think is what that says. All right, where do I want to place these books? I mean, you might think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but not necessarily. No, that one, that's right. Okay, on this difficulty, it might just be that. Yeah, okay, it is that. So this puzzle changes dramatically on the harder difficulties. This one is just put them on the shelf in order, and what does the number say? It says 2609. So the number will change. You know, this is random. 2609. We'll probably take a look at a harder version of that puzzle later on.
Hey, wait, what's going on? Where is everybody? Those weird monsters?
They have come to witness the beginning. The rebirth of paradise, despoiled by mankind.
What are you talking about?
Don't you know? Your power is needed.
How should I know?
I am Claudia.
So what?
Remember me, and your true self as well. Also, that which you must become. The one who will lead us to paradise with blood-stained hands.
Claudia, right? Did you do all this?
It was the hand of God.
I don't get it. What does she want me to remember?
What a strange person. Just talking to her induced a headache in Heather, and I think we all know people like that. We cannot enter the Cafe Tirn L, I think is what that says. Well, I guess we're following her. Wherever Claudia went. What is that? Oh yeah, it says Yggdrasil. Same thing here. Jewelry Cathedral. And this is just Nornan. That's good old Nornan right there. Only place we can go is this elevator. But uh-oh, there are no buttons for the elevator. There's no way to open this door. What an odd elevator. What a strange radio. What's going on with that radio? A radio? What the hell is this doing falling down from the ceiling? Anyway, I guess that explains the static from just before. But all it's picking up is static. I wonder if it's broken. Got a radio. Oh.
Is this a dream? It's gotta be. Not even a kid could believe in this. But when am I going to let go?
All right, we got into the Otherworld real fast. You can see some dogs down there. Oh, here's another dog right here. Let me check my health. No, still blue. My supplies, 20 bullets. Well, we were trying to follow Claudia and really get out of the mall. Like, our goal here is to get out of the mall. Let's remember that. We are not doing a good job of that. Got a health drink, and a health drink, and a health drink. And an ampule. We might remember that. That's the big, strong health item. And hey, look, someone just drew one of these on this old newspaper. This again. Looking at it makes my head hurt, but at the same time, it's, like, so familiar. I know I've forgotten something really important, but I also have the feeling that I'd be better off not remembering it. Yeah, I sometimes feel that way as well. Did I forget something important? No. No, it's better that I just don't think about it. Books and magazines here. No time to read them. Heather has nothing to say about this right here. Bathrooms are not accessible to Heather. The camera wants us to see that ladder. Ladder's hanging halfway down from the ceiling. Even if I stand on the table and stretch my hands out, I can't reach it. If only I had something long to snag it. See, Heather? Now you wish you kept those tongs. Those tongs which can grab bread, and also a key could probably also grab a ladder. She no longer has the tongs, though. I bet that guy could grab it. Maybe we could ask one of them. They don't seem like they would probably... I don't think they would do it, though. Oh, here are the payphones. I don't think these payphones are working, though. Warning, when leaving the room, be sure to turn out the lights. It will be obvious if they are not switched off. That seems like an odd thing to ask, but we could turn the lights off if they want us to. There's a light switch. It's on right now. Let's turn it off. That shadow is kind of funny. I mean, Heather has a lot of polygons. There are not too many left for the shadow. I think the PS2 version did have soft shadows. This PC version clearly has hard shadows. Very hard-edged shadows. Anyway, we turn off the lights so we can see the flashlight over here. There we go. Now we have one of those L-shaped flashlights that goes in the chest pocket that all survival horror characters have. We've got one of those now. Handgun bullets. First aid kit. Oh, hey, here's a bathroom that we were in before. I got bleach. Why do we want bleach, though? The sort of stuff you'd use to clean a toilet. I think I have the same kind at home. The bottle says, danger, do not mix. Mix with an acidic detergent, and it'll produce poisonous chlorine gas. You know, we just are thinking about that for some reason. Who can say why? Here's the window that we used to get away from Douglas. Can't get out of there now, though. Here's the occupied stall. Is someone actually in there? Soaking with blood, but there's no one here. Did someone respond, or is it just me? Someone had a big emergency in this stall. They had big problems. This stall is open now. It wasn't before. Filthy toilet. Just looking at it gives me goosebumps. Can I not do anything with it? Well, maybe we can do that at some other time. I think this was... So I'm pretty sure this is the one where if you have a Silent Hill 2 save, then Heather... You can ask Heather to stick her hand in it and she will refuse. But I thought that my PC version had the Silent Hill 2 save data. But maybe I'm misremembering. Let's see. Okay. You can see the mall's quite big. It's kind of hard to tell where you're supposed to go or what you're even supposed to be doing. The ultimate goal is to find an exit, but we have not been finding an exit. Hey, we're back in the clothing store. They have something on display that they did not have before. Clothes are awfully dirty. They're stained with blood spatters? They weren't like this before. What could have happened? I got a bulletproof vest. Let's have a look at that. It's heavy under a jacket, but it should protect against the monster's attacks. We could equip it. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up visibly on Heather. It makes her tougher, but also slower. So if you're going to be taking hits, you know, it's a good thing to have, but if you're going to be moving around, you know, you move faster without it. That's odd. It's a hanger. I guess I'll take it. A wire coat hanger I got at the boutique. You see, this is what separates the adventure game winners from the losers. You see a hanger, and most people would just like bypass that and say, well, I don't need that. But if you're a true adventure game protagonist, then you think, I might need that. You see, she looks at this dress and she knows that she's not going to need it. She has that intuition that you have to survive a game like this. Not sure if anything changed. We heard a noise. But this door, it's blocked. You can see that it is. Well, there's no place else to go in this direction. We got the hangar, and that's it. But maybe the hangar will make all the difference. Remember this ladder? If only we had some way to reach the ladder. But maybe we do. This is a real point-and-click adventure solution here. We did it. And of course, Heather is going to just discard the hanger, just like the tongs, even though these are very useful items. Why would something like this be here? This isn't a hospital. No, this doesn't make sense at all. I was on board with everything that happened until now, until the gurneys. Can't go that way, clearly. There's a hole. Well, we could try checking out down these escalators. The escalators, they lead to nothing. I like how Heather just puts a red X there. Nothing down there. There are escalators going up. We could try that. But there's also a TV here that's on, getting our attention. I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. What was that, I wonder? I thought I heard someone say daddy. So, interesting thing. You saw the subtitle that said daddy. You didn't hear a voice that said daddy because the voice sample that said daddy was from Silent Hill 1 and they removed it in the re-releases of this game. The PS2 version has a couple voice samples from Silent Hill 1 and those voice samples are gone from the PC version and the HD collection. I don't know why. They're just not here. Oh, hello. Well, maybe one thing we could do... Maybe we could try out using the beef jerky. See how it works on these guys. Ow, they hit me. Do you want beef jerky? You are not walking towards the beef jerky. You're not doing it. My health is still okay. They are not interested in this beef jerky. Maybe only dogs? Maybe only the dogs want the jerky. Ow. It's unlocked. So let's just go to this side. Oh, this is locked. The cafe. The lock is not destroyed, it's just simply locked. You kind of feel sorry for this big guy. Like, this hallway has to feel so constrained. A walnut. This is a good-sized walnut from the jeweler's showcase. Something's rattling around inside, but I can't open it with my bare hands. Ooh, a prize inside the walnut. Why would this be here? We can't figure it out. What we can figure out, though, is a save point right over here. Okay, I guess Heather is not commenting them on it anymore. She was, but maybe she's done with her thoughts about it. So we can also try going up these escalators. What is this? Barbecue dog? Who the hell would make something like this? Furthermore, who the hell would eat it? There's something in the dog's stomach. Doo-doo. The cooked key. The key was in the barbecued dog at the restaurant. Yuck. But something that's not yuck is health drink and first aid kit. Nothing else to worry about here? Other than who the hell is sick enough to do something like this, that is. And even that, I'd really just rather not know. So we got this key, but it's not telling us where we could use it. But we did find... Hello? Ow. Let's use a supply. We did see a locked door back down here. And we've only seen one locked door, so that makes it easier for us to figure out where we need to put this key. Let's see. Not the elevator. I mean, we can look at my map. Yeah, we can see it there. So the red squiggly lines are broken, but like red filled-in lines are locked doors. Oh, I didn't actually try this door, which is locked, of course, but now we filled it in on the map. It's this one here. Use the cooked key to get into the cafe. Glasses and plates on the counter. Nothing important. Unfortunately, we cannot see what that menu is. I do love reading menus in games. I'm going to tear this steel pipe off the wall. No problem. Steel pipe around 3 feet long. Not very powerful. Not hard to use. The steel pipe, of course, a very common Silent Hill weapon. Yeah, we're now like in the center ring of the mall. This safety barrier is in disrepair, though. Some good sounds in this game. Detergent. It was next to the bakery sink. It's not for dishes, though. It's for bathroom. The bottle says, danger, do not mix. Mix with chlorine bleach and it'll produce poisonous chlorine gas. Okay, well, I have both things I need to produce poison gas. All we need now is a reason. Just give Heather a reason. We haven't explored this area of the mall yet. Bugs. We cannot walk through the swarm of bugs. They will hurt us. But she's looking at this basket right here. It's empty. This like waste basket. So what can we do to get past the bugs? We don't have enough bullets to kill all these bugs. What we can do is head in here. Don't know what kind of switch this is, but it's on. And I love pushing switches when I don't know what they do. There we go. All right, ventilation is gone. We have this bucket. Let's do some amateur chemistry. Let's go to combine detergent with bleach. Use. Now, Heather, you don't want to put your face over the bucket of poison gas. We could go in there, but we would take damage from the poison gas that we just made. So let's ventilate that room. I used this to make gas earlier. Best not to stick my head in too far. Who knows what's left in there? Well, what's not left in here are bugs. These bugs are dead. We poisoned them. More beef jerky. But I don't really know how useful the jerky is. I mean, if we have like a bunch of dogs on screen, maybe that could come in useful, but didn't work on those other guys, which those other enemies are called numb bodies. Didn't work on them. Gotta make sure we check every door. Write down our little red squiggly lines on the map. It's great when you walk into a room and you hear this sound. And now we're above the bottomless void, which you never really want to see in a shopping mall. Alright, I believe we got all the doors that are around this. Actually, some of them don't seem to show up on the map as doors. And now we're in the torture shop, I guess. Actually, does the map say what this is? No, the names of the stores are not on the map. Don't know what the torture shop is supposed to be, but there's something here. Some sort of vice. Well, is there anything we would want to put into a vice? The nut, of course. What else would you put in there? No nut in the walnut shell, just a jewel? Got a moonstone. All right, we got our prize from the walnut. It's just a type of jewel, not really from the moon. It was inside the walnut somehow. That nut has been cracked. Oh, someone drew a save point on here. The pattern looks like it could have been drawn in blood. I bet it's some sort of cursed symbol. No wonder my head hurts and I feel so awful when I look at it. Oh, this is the sports shop. I see. We go here to buy all of our sports products. That one particular buzzsaw enemy makes the worst sound. You don't like hearing the sound. It's just it's an unpleasant sound. Where are we, by the way? Alright, actually, I want to head towards the escalators. Yeah, now we're heading in the right direction. I hear the sound of those numb bodies. I can see that Heather's looking at them, but I can't see where it is. Just gonna swing my pipe blindly, and if you walk into it, it's your own fault. Get out of the way, please. There we go. Alright, so let's see. We can use this room to get back to the escalators over here. Alright. So we went up to the next floor for a little bit, but not much. We went back down after getting the key from the dog's stomach. But let's see what we have. Well, there's a hallway down here that we could examine. Let's see if there's anything here. It's a bathroom. But it doesn't seem like anything's in the bathroom. Not actually sure why the bathroom is accessible. Doesn't seem like there's anything here to interact with. What we actually want to do is head down here and go to this special door. It's locked. The door has a red crescent and a round dent. Something's written here in the same color red. Beyond, piling up the 300th day and night from beyond the door, cries of pain are heard, and the final destination has become real, though not a blessed beginning. It's all clear now, but that symbol on there is a moon, and we do have a moonstone. Why don't we use it? There we go. I've stuck the moonstone into the door. There's a platform out there with a ladder going down. It looks very ominous. Let's try not to fall down. that's unfortunate. Let's switch to our gun. Let's reload it. Well, equip. Let's use the gun. Gun seems justified here.
What? It's the shopping mall just like before. Am I back?
All right. Well, Heather encountered some symbolism and then shot it with a gun. Now she's back in her familiar location with the Key of Beauty. Purple Side. Yep. All the stores we know and love. Cafe Paradise Noon, the Blue Marine Surf Shop. Bluebell, Natural Shop. Sunshine Princess on the Royal Grill since 1977. Well, Heather, she's real late. She said she was going home back at the beginning. She got caught up in all this, though. That is the what? The Gatekeeper. And here's Orangefield. Don't forget News for Boy. I think that's a number 4. I think it is News for Boy. And the Ruby Coffee Company. Only the premium coffee from Ruby. Also, Allie's Ice Cream. Could go down here. Here's like a display window that was all busted when we were in the Otherworld. Here are the payphones. Here's Whitetown. I don't know what they sell in Whitetown. Linens, maybe? I can't read that. Some books. Like, would you really have, like, a display window here in this, like, back alley where the bathrooms are? It doesn't seem like really a premium place. Havoc's Business Daily. Can't read too much of it. We probably should get out of here before security notices us. They won't be pleased to see that Heather is hanging around. This is... what does this say? Chinese restaurant. Very simple. Also, here's the Happy Burger. Someone was not really attentive in their duties when they closed up, because this is open. Save point. Also, someone left out a first aid kit. And I like how this is the real world, and there's still, like, boxes of bullets in this restaurant. Got beef jerky. Lock is broken. Here's where we started the game. This is where I was sleeping earlier. Hell, I might still be sleeping here for all I know. I wish I were. We'll use this save point here. So, only one thing to do. Let's head on out. Let's head on home.
Heather,
It's you.
what just happened?
You must be one of them.
What did I do? And what do you mean by one of them?
You're in on this with that Claudia, aren't you?
Claudia? What about her? She asked me to find you, that's all.
So you are one of them.
Claudia did all that? Look, I was just hired to find you. I'm not on anybody's side. I don't know anything about this. Why don't you start by telling me what happened here? And that monster. What the hell was that?
I don't know any more than you do. All I know is that things are getting really screwy around here, and I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with me. Maybe you're just an innocent bystander, but I can't feel sorry for you because you dragged me into this. You know, if you hadn't found me...
What are you talking about? What's so special about you anyway?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so confused, would I? But I know there's something. Something I've been running from and forgot for a long time. How did I remember that?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Where are you going?
I'm taking the subway home.
What should I do?
Hell if I know.
Fancy mall. It has a direct entrance to the subway. So a couple things to take away from that. Douglas apparently saw everything that happened, which is unusual so far in the Silent Hill games. Like in Silent Hill 1, Harry was always like, Sybil, did you see, like, the monsters appear and everything changed? And, like, Sybil was like, Harry, you must be on drugs. It was usually the case that other characters didn't really know what you were talking about. But in this case, Douglas is like, Heather, did you see the monsters? What was that? You saw, like, the big worm? You shot it. It was badass. But, so this time round, it seems like other people are seeing what Heather is seeing. The second thing to take away from this scene is that it's a little frustrating because Heather's like, I am going down into the subway, goodbye. And it's like, no, don't go in the subway. You know what's going to happen if you go in the subway. Just walk home, maybe. You don't need to... You know what's going to happen when we go in the subway. Anyway, that's the first level of Silent Hill 3. Like I said, it just puts you right in the middle of things. You just start off in the first dungeon. You don't really get like an intro segment easing you into it. It's just, here's this big mall. Find your way out of it. Fight a boss. And right after that, we're heading right into the next dungeon as we are entering the subway. As Heather is still trying to get home. She will have many difficulties in trying to get home, and we will continue to have to overcome those difficulties as we continue on with Silent Hill 3.